Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of the Seiko Premier Kinetic Direct Drive Moonphase. This is a collection of watches, a few different versions of them. This particular one is the SRX008P1. You'll find different styles and different metals. This is the rose gold toned one. And this is a cool dress watch with some fun technology. The first thing I want to talk about is what is Kinetic Direct Drive. So kinetic movements by Seiko are the quartz movements, like sometimes called auto quartz, and there's an automatic rotor, and when it turns, rather than spinning to wind a mainspring, as is the case in a mechanical watch, what it does is it powers a quartz movement. And then you have Seiko Kinetic Direct Drive. So what's the difference? Well, with kinetic watches, you can't hand wind in order to generate power. So this adds the ability to hand wind, but has a fun feature here. So you see this sort of gauge on the left of the watch. It acts actively when you turn the dial, the crown. And what it's showing you is how much power you're generating. So there's at the bottom of the scale and then the top of the scale. It also acts as a power reserve indicator. So what basically happens is you spin the watch, you spin the crown, I'm sorry, and as you're doing so, you see how much power you're generating in real time, which I think is really fun. Then when you stop, it obviously ends, and then it goes back to showing you your power. There's up to 1 month of power for this. So this battery, because of various reasons, it actually has less power reserve than the normal Kinetic, which can have several months, but the watch does a lot more. So that's sort of part of why that is. So you have about a month of power reserve. There's an automatic rotor in here that when it turns does generate power for the battery, but if you want, you can also hand wind there. And it's kind of fun to see that little hand moving in real time there. That's kind of cool. So it's going to take a little while in order for the power reserve to get a little bit higher there. Right now it's about just under a day of power. And you do have to spin it quite a lot. This watch is actually completely powered down when I started, so that's why. But normally, if you wear it, you don't really have to hand wind it, but it's nice to have that opportunity to go ahead and do this. So now it's several days of power in there. So the Kinetic Direct Drive Moonphase, this particular version has their caliber 5D88 movement. As the time, you have a Moonphase indicator there at the top. There's a date dial. And then the lower subdial is for the day of the week, as well as a synchronized 24-hour indicator, which is essentially an AM/PM time. So essentially you have a day date with a Moonphase and a synchronized AM/PM. Synchronized 24-hour hand is an AM/PM indicator, and then you have the direct drive hand here, which is also a power reserve indicator. So that's cool. This particular watch in the Premier family is 40 millimeters wide, so it's a dress watch. Very comfortable on the wrist there. I like the dial. It has more of an elegant feel to it. The Premier collection has been part of the Seiko family for a long time, and it's typified by sort of these Dauphine style hands, a little bit of the flaring on the lugs. So the lugs are normal, but then you get these screws that kind of flare out a little bit. Overall, nice style. If you want a steel version, they have those available as well. If you want a yellow gold tone version, they have those available, but this is the rose gold tone. I quite like it a lot. I think that if you wanted sort of a daily wear dress watch, office watch, this is a nice way to go. It's got some cool technology. It's interesting looking. It's sort of not just your boring watch. And when you do get a quartz watch, it's fun to have something a little bit more interesting there, like I said, as opposed to the sort of standard quartz, which is not as interesting as mechanical watch. So if you're going to go quartz, have it do something that you can't get in a mechanical watch. Direct drive watches are on the rare side, but I think they're cool, and I definitely like them. So I enjoy that a lot, and I think that Seiko did a nice job with these. I think they sell quite a few. Again, this is the Seiko Premier Kinetic Direct Drive Moonphase SRX008P1, and you can see the full review on aBlogtoWatch soon. Thanks.